So in Jeet Kune Do, which is the way of the intercepting fist, it's taught that you treat your sparring as play, but you play seriously and you don't take your sparring too seriously. They also teach in Jeet Kune Do that you sock it as soon as the opening is there, and that you puzzle the opponent and you never do the same thing twice. Jeet Kune Do is the later manifestation of Jun Fan Kung Fu, which was founded by Bruce Lee, and he sometimes referred to it as the art of fighting without fighting. Bruce Lee was trained by Grandmaster Yip Man in the martial art of Wing Chun Fist, which is a type of Chinese Kung Fu. Yip Man's sensei was Chan Hua Shun, who was taught by another guy named Liang Jian. Now, Wing Chun Fist is designed to defeat an opponent bigger, stronger, and faster than you. And Chinese Kung Fu has an over 4,000-year-old history, and it's never been surpassed in terms of comprehensiveness or depth of understanding. It's the ancestor of karate, jiu-jitsu, etc. And the karate practice in Japan is an adaptation of Chinese Kung Fu. There's all sorts of subtypes of Japanese karate, including but not limited to Gichin Funakoshi's Shotokan karate, and Mas Oyama's Kyokushin karate, as well as Chojin Miyagi's Goju Ryu karate. But also on top of that, there's so many different disciplines of self-defense, and this includes Aikido, which is the art of peace, which was founded by Morihei Ueshiba. That's a Japanese martial art. And so is Judo, which was founded by Jigoro Kano. Judo has a lot to do with throws, and Aikido has a lot to do with redirecting energy through joint locks and wrist locks. Now, within the martial art of Aikido, there's a concept called Aiki, which is internalized energy. And then there's also Kiai, which is externalized energy, which is often expressed to the tradition of a Kiai, literally being a spirit yell, or a kiap in Korean martial arts, going like this. Hya! So anyways, there's all different types of Chinese Kung Fu. There's not only Wing Chun Fist, but Flying Crane Kung Fu, White Crane Kung Fu, Northern Praying Mantis Style, and Southern Praying Mantis Style, to name just a few. And then Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was founded by Helio Gracie, Carlos Gracie, and their brothers, and it's entirely to do with grappling, which is a more technical form of wrestling. And there's another Japanese martial art I want to speak of called ninjutsu, and it was founded in the 12th century by a man named Daisuke Nishina, who was the disciple of a Chinese warrior monk named Kane Doshi. So Daisuke Nishina changed his name to Daisuke Togokuri and founded the Togokuri Ryu, and one of his distant successors was Toshitsugu Takamatsu, the Tiger of Mongolia, and his student was Grandmaster Masaki Hatsumi, who's now in his 90s and lives in Chiba, Japan. So there's also like different forms of wrestling, like freestyle wrestling, catch-as-catch-can wrestling, folk wrestling, Turkish oil wrestling, so on and so forth. And then you have Marcus of Queensberry rules, Western boxing, Muay Thai kickboxing. But then you have this movement called mixed martial arts, which blends primarily Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Muay Thai kickboxing, as well as different techniques from wrestling and boxing, maybe some other things like judo. So what goes on in tournament competition in the octagon wouldn't necessarily be life-saving on the streets, because if you have someone wrap their legs around your torso MMA style, they run the risk of getting punched in the groin. And then there's some things in martial arts that are fictitious or considered fictitious, like the dim mak, or the touch of death, also known as the death touch.